What's up, Roughnecks? This is Pwnsaurus Rex, and here we are in Alpha 18. And we are going to do the how to, why to, and where to of the workbench right now. And this is the workbench. Alright, so let's first start off with how do we unlock it. You can unlock it with a schematic, which you can find in a cracker book, on a bookshelf, or in a mailbox, if you're lucky. Or you can come right in here to Intelligence, and you go down to Advanced Engineering Level 2, Tinkerer unlocks the workbench. It's 2 points here, and then you're going to need 3 more points in here to get level 4 intelligence. And so that's a total of 5 points you will have to put in to unlock the ability to make a workbench. Alright, so once you have the ability to make it, you need 50 wood, 20 mechanical parts, 25 forged iron, 1 wrench, 1 hammer, and that makes the workbench right out of your inventory. Okay, so now that can pose an issue because you need to make forged iron in the forge, which doesn't cost very much. Iron is pretty readily available, and so is clay that it takes to make it. Mechanical parts you can find off of cars or any sort of appliance. Those are readily available as well, and wood, of course, is everywhere. So then that leaves the wrench and the claw hammer that are difficult to find because the wrench you can find underneath sinks and in ovens. Now, the claw hammer's even harder than the wrench to find because it's in working stiff crates and stuff like that, which are not always around. So, maybe you need to make them. So if we're going to make them, you can either do it with schematics, the iron tool schematic, or the wrench schematic, or you can go to your skills, go to perception, down to salvage operations, and level 1 will allow you to make wrenches. Or for the hammer, you go to strength, and you go down to minor 69er, level 1 tool nipper will give you the ability to make hammers. Okay, so let's go in here. Once you have the ability to make these tools, you can make them with 12 iron, 4 mechanical parts, 2 tape for the wrench, 12 iron, forged iron, not just regular iron, 12 forged iron, 6 wood, 2 leather, and 2 duct tape for the claw hammer. Okay, so the duct tape you can find readily around in trash, or you can make it with 1 cloth, 1 glue. The leather you can find off of animals, leather clothes that you scrap, or leather couches that are around, or leather chairs. You can actually pick those chairs up and scrap them in your inventory rather than whack them with a hammer or your axe or whatever. So that is not too hard to get the stuff. It's hard to find and hard to do, but you can make those. Once you have a forge, you can make these easily. And then the workbench is not too far off. So there you go. That's how you make the workbench. Now, once you have a workbench, why you want a workbench? Now, to me, the biggest reasons why you want a workbench is because you need it for the chem station. You need it for the cement mixer. You also need it to make your vehicles, except the bicycle. You need it for the mini bike, the gyrocopter, whatever. The motorcycle, the 4x4 truck. So you need it for multiple things, but also it can take a load off your back. You can use this to craft it for you. So take, for example, these wood spike trap. You could make these, craft, and it takes 5 seconds a piece, but say you wanted to make 100 of them. That's a lot of time. You could make them right in the workbench, and then it takes it out of your inventory, and you don't have to carry them around, so you can go and loot and scrap still and not have your queue tied up. So that is really valuable as well. Now, ammo is another huge part. That's probably the biggest reason you'd want this is ammo. You need ammo, and this makes all the ammo. All of the ammo can be made from this, and that's what you need mid to late game, sometimes even early game, especially in Alpha 18. Alpha 17 was a little bit easier to get away with just bows and stuff, but this, Alpha 18, you kind of need guns. So anyway, that's how you do that. And so that is the how to and the why to, but now, where to. Where can you find one of these on the first day? Now, there are some POIs where you can find these. Like, here's one, for example, right here, where I'll just show you. Down in the basement, you can open up, and here's one. This one actually is destroyed. It's not always destroyed, but today it happens to be, and that's just a regular POI. There's a lot of POIs that have these workbenches just hanging out in them. There's also, you have the traders. Now this one over here, here's a workbench at the traders that is readily available to use, and you can use it. The only problem with using it at the traders is that you only have access to it when the trader is open, and you can't take it with you. So you're limited on that. But it's free, and it's on the first day. So if you were in the winter biome, and the mission sent you to this trader, and after your tutorial and all that, and you came in, there's a workbench. Done. You have one. And you don't have to worry about putting points in to make one. It's just right there. Now that being said, you also have to take into consideration that under intelligence and advanced engineering, this unlocks different things that you may want, such as electrical fences and blade traps, power tools, chainsaws, augers, nail guns, battery banks. Like, you may want to get the points anyway, but it's nice to have one right off the bat and be able to put points into other things, such as your lucky looter, your salvage operations, or like your miner 69er and motherload, which can really boost you in the beginning. So, let's go back to our testing location, and here we are with the workbench, guys. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Please let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. That would be greatly appreciated. We can use all the roughnecks we can get. Now, for a die-hard roughneck out there, we now have the Patreon page, and we're still waiting for the first roughneck to take the leap into that and help support the channel. All of the proceeds will go and directly go right back into the channel. So any help would be appreciated. And, you know, if I don't see you in the comments below, I'll see you in the next video.